Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Rob and welcome to the Gym Rat World. Today I wanted to bring to everybody the top 3 diets that are out on the market right now. I'm sure if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to be healthy, you're looking around trying to find a good diet to take, but you're going to quickly realize there are thousands of diets out there and it's a little bit difficult to find the right one. So what I did is I checked into a whole bunch of different diets, checked out testimonials, checked out studies, looked into what you'll be eating, and I believe I found the top 3 diets that are out on the market, and that's what you'll be seeing in this video. I'm going to briefly cover each one of these diets for everybody. If you need any additional information on any one of these diets, I have everything linked down in the description box for you. But I'll let you know what the diet's about, let you know what you'll be eating on the diet. I'll give you some information on any studies that have been done on the diet as well. But other than that, like I said, I want to make this quick, so let's just get into it. Alright, so I'm going to work my way up through the list, starting with the number 3 spot, which is the MIND diet. So of course we're in the fitness world, there's going to be acronyms all over the place. The MIND diet stands for Mediterranean Intervention Neurodegenerative Delay. So obviously that's a mouthful. It sounds like it was created by researchers, and in fact this diet does come from researchers. The founder is Martha Claire Morris. She is a cognitive function researcher, and her whole goal with this diet was to decrease Alzheimer's and also dementia as well. So I'm 30 years old and I've never really heard of diets that specifically go for your brain as far as, hey, eat this food and hopefully it'll help your brain out. I haven't really heard that throughout my 30 years of life. So that's why I do like this diet. It is also relatively new, especially when you compare it to the other diets I'm going to be talking about today. This diet has only been around since 2015, but there have been some studies on this diet. As far as Alzheimer's, they've shown that people who actually adhered to this diet decreased their risk of Alzheimer's by 50%. So that's pretty huge, decreasing your risk of Alzheimer's by 50%. Again, I do have to say this is new. There are more studies coming out and they're trying to solidify this diet a little bit more, maybe change a few things up, but as far as it stands right now, it seems to be very promising, and that's why it made the list at the number 3 spot. And don't worry, I would not be giving you this diet in the number 3 spot if it was created by some mad scientist and there's a whole bunch of risk with it. This diet's actually a combination of the Mediterranean style diet and also the DASH diet. Both of those diets have been around for a very long time. A lot of people like them, a lot of people have taken them, and they're very effective as well. So this diet, again, is kind of cobbled together with those 2 diets in mind. So there's nothing to worry about, because what you'll be eating on this diet is mainly leafy green vegetables. You'll be eating a bunch of nuts, a bunch of whole grains, berries as well, and specifically blueberries. They really like blueberries in this diet. And as far as animal protein, you'll just be eating chicken a few times a week and also fish a few times a week as well. But this is heavily a green leafy vegetable diet and also a whole grain and berry diet. You will be staying away from red meat and butter and fried food and fast food in this diet as well. But that's basically the things that you're going to be eating and kind of staying away from. Now, as far as the resources on this diet, this is the only downfall really of the diet, is there's not too many resources for this diet, because again, it's only been around since 2015, and unfortunately the founder Martha, she did pass away this year. So you do have to go on the internet and kind of cobble together all the information to try to find a diet plan. But don't worry, I wouldn't give you this diet in this video if I didn't already do all that for you. So if you want to try this diet, I have a page linked down in the description box for you, and it has a plan that you can actually follow. But like I said, you know, this is relatively new. There are still studies that are being done on this diet, but it looks very promising. Don't worry, it's not really unsafe. You shouldn't think that there are mad scientists putting this diet together. Again, this is actually based off the Mediterranean and the DASH diet. So if you're looking to improve your cognitive function, if you're trying to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's or dementia, I would say try this diet out. If you're trying to lose weight, you can definitely lose weight with this diet, but I would say if you're going from a straight American diet to this diet, it can be a little shock to your taste buds, so definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, that is the number 3 spot. That is the MIND diet. second best diet is a diet that we all know. It's been around since the 60s, and that is the WW. Wait. You might know it more from its previous name, which is Weight Watchers. Yes, Weight Watchers decided to change their very catchy and very iconic name to the WW. Absolutely terrible decision. If you can get past that bad decision, you will actually find a very well-structured, very effective diet that has been around for over 50 years. And one of the good things about a diet that has been around for that long is that there have been thousands of people who have taken it, and also this diet has also been a part of many studies as well. And the people who have taken it have said that this diet is effective, and also the studies have shown that this diet is effective at helping you lose weight, also be healthy, and furthermore, the adherence to this diet is also very high. And when it comes to weight loss or sticking with the diet, usually adherence is very low, but with this diet it is actually very high. So that is a good thing. Now, with this diet, it is a point system. So what it does is it meticulously assigns a point to every food, literally every food, from your drinks to your meals, everything from snacks, everything has a point system, and it's all based on what tier you are in, and those tiers are based off your lifestyle and also what you want, and you get allotted a certain amount of points throughout the day, and you can literally choose any food. There is no food off limits with the Weight Watchers diet, which is why I think it is great for people who are transitioning from an American diet, or just transitioning from not really caring about their diet to caring about their diet, because it gives you options of literally everything. So that's why I think it's good for people who are trying to lose weight. Furthermore, as far as helping people lose weight, I think this is great for you because, again, it assigns a point system to every single thing that you eat. So you will be paying attention to everything that you'll eat. You'll be looking at calories, you'll be looking at sugars, fats, and if you haven't been doing that before, this is a very good habit to get in, and it just gives you more awareness of the food that you're eating, and that can help you out in the long run, whether you stay with the diet or not. But yeah, that's the second diet. It's Weight Watchers, or the WW. Again, this is a very effective diet. It gives you options of basically everything, so I'm not going to go into the certain food that you can eat because you can literally eat anything, and yeah, it keeps everything pretty flexible for you. I will say, you do have to do the point system, right? So that can get a little bit annoying for certain people, but again, I will say, if you haven't been watching what you've been eating, if you haven't been paying attention, you kind of have to go through the pain, kind of go through the point system, so then you can become more aware and see what's going on. But other than that, that's the second diet, and that is the WW. Okay, so the first diet, the number one diet that is on the market right now, is a Mediterranean style diet. And actually, many people agree with this. This diet has been around since the 60s. Basically, it's based off of people from Italy and Greece, because we found out that they are living longer and fuller lives. So we kind of stole, as far as Americans are concerned, we kind of stole their diet, and we did some studies on it, which has actually proven to be quite amazing. As far as living healthy, fuller lives, they say that you have a 46% increased chance of actually living a healthy life and aging healthily. So that's great. Furthermore than that, you have a 32% decreased risk of heart attack and stroke on this diet. You also have a 40% decreased risk of developing diabetes on this diet, and a 30% decreased risk of getting a cardiovascular disease. So that's great. That's why this diet is number one. It's because you have a decreased risk of diabetes, heart attack, stroke, cardiovascular disease, and that's amazing. And furthermore than that, it is also one of the tastiest diets that's out there. You're mainly going to be eating fish and seafood on this diet, also olive oil, nuts, berries, vegetables, things like that. They do not emphasize red meat consumption or fried food, and they say to stay away from butter as well, and that's going to be kind of what you're going to be eating. There's a whole bunch of different recipes that are online. Again, this diet has been around for a very long time, so there's a bunch of different combinations that you can use to make sure that your meals are very tasty on this diet. And also, again, you know that you have a decreased risk of all these different diseases if you do adhere to this diet. So again, that is why it's number one. And another reason why it's number one is because it's the only diet that says, yes, you need to eat all this different food, but you also need to be physically active as well. That is part of the diet. So that is again why I like it. So if your heart health is important for you, if you don't want to get diabetes, if you want to reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease, then this is a diet for you. Again, if you can reduce the risk of all that, if the food tastes good, I mean, that seems like a pretty good diet, and that is why it's at the number one spot. But that's the list. All right, so the list contains the mind diet, which is absolutely great for cognitive function. I believe that anybody who's maybe just trying to change things up, maybe they're afraid of Alzheimer's or dementia, maybe try out this diet and see if it works out for you. Again, I have everything linked down in the description box for you. If you are trying to lose weight, I would say the mind diet might not be the best place to start. If you're trying to lose weight, I would say go towards the Weight Watchers or WW diet, or even the Mediterranean style diet. Those two diets will be pretty good. Again, I do want to emphasize the point that the Weight Watchers or WW, I'm going to mess up that name forever. WW does have that point system to where you are becoming more aware of the food that you eat. I find that to be very important for anybody who's trying to lose weight long term and maintain a healthy weight, is to know exactly what's kind of going on when you're eating. So maybe start off with there and then end up maybe at the Mediterranean style diet. So again, that's the list. I hope it helped everybody out. I appreciate all your time, and have a good day.